Hey guys, it's me Aditya and welcome to another video about mathematics. Today we're going to be talking about length. So let's start, shall we? Objectives. What is length? Systems of measurement, types of measurement, units of measurement, and tools for measurement. So, what is length? Well, length is the first of many dimensions in geometry. There's many dimensions. There's the first, there's the zeroth dimension, first dimension, second dimension, third dimension, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 10, blah, 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 so many, okay? And these dimensions define how we calculate shapes. So there are different types of measurements, including mass, length, speed, acceleration, there's so many, okay? And there are different units for each of these measurements. We shall explain them later, okay? Systems of measurement. There are two of them. You got imperial and you got metric. The imperial system is followed by the US, Burma, Liberia, and Liberia. The metric system is followed everywhere else. We shall be covering both. Importance. So when you have a bat, which is 4 times your handspan, but 10 times your little brother's handspan, how is it possible? Well, first, if your handspan is larger than your brother's handspan, then the both measurements will be different. So you have to take a universally accepted tool or system so that you can measure the object impartially. Both of these measurements are correct: 4 times your handspan, 10 times your younger brother handspan. They're correct. Units of measurement. For the imperial system, we got feet, inches, yards, chains, furlongs, miles, leagues. Metric system, we got a lot more than this, okay? This is just the most used: millimeters, centimeters, meters, and kilometers. Uses of most of the metric units. You've got nanometers for quarks and atoms, you'll learn that later in life. Micrometers, microbes and cells, you'll learn that later in life. Millimeters, small objects, like the size of a pixel, like that tiny squares on your computer screen or your phone screen or any screen. Centimeters are used for measuring small objects or animals, so usually like an ant or some type of insect. Biology, zoology, used there, both ologies. Meters, it's as the SI unit, it is essential that every measurement is converted into meters, okay, for length and speed and other things like that. See, SI means Système Internationale. Okay, that's French. I know I'm horrible at French, okay? So, Système Internationale means like a system which is used internationally. Internationally recognized, universally recognized, whatever you want to say. Kilometers used for large scale projects like transport, navigation, international, domestic treaties, other stuff like that. Megameters, which are used for countries, measuramental countries. Gigameters are measurements of planets. Terameters are for space exploration. Petameters are definitely for space exploration since they're larger than a light year. Uses of most of the imperial units. We got inches, just kind of actually most zoologic and biologic data is stored in inches. You got feet, you have yards. Okay, feet are used for medium size, yards are used for large areas like, say, your house or a football field. Chains, we're not talking about these chains, okay, we're actually talking about the measurement chains. And they're used in transport networks, founding of settlements, cricket pitches. If you don't want cricket, it's this thing. It's kind of like baseball, but it's not baseball. You got building, and also furlongs, which are used to mark distances in horse racing. If you don't know what that is, it looks like this. Miles, large distance measurement, usually in like countries like say the UK or US, you'll find like this or this, and yeah. Leagues, no one really uses them these days, so they don't really have a purpose in life. They should be just kicked out of the imperial system, to be honest. Converting metric meters. So for metric, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters, 1,000 millimeters, or 10 decimeters. 1 decameter, 10 meters. A meter is also 1 decameter is equal to 10 meters. 1 decameter is also equal to 100 meters. 1 kilometer is equal to 1,000 meters. Exercise time. Convert 573 centimeters into meters. This arrow over here is 573 centimeters long. How many meters is it? Do some calculation. Look back at this thing. 573 centimeters. Look, centimeters. 1 meter is 100 centimeters. Do some math. Calculate. I'll give you some time to pause the video because I'm not gonna wait for you. Okay, hopefully you pause the video because here's the answer. It's 5.73 meters because if you take 573, you divide it by 100, you get 5.73 meters. Exercise again. There's a road which measures this 500,000 meters. How many kilometers will it be? See, look, this um, arrow is 500,000 meters long, which is very large. And how many kilometers would it be? I'll give you some time to calculate. Here's the metric multiplier conversion. 1 kilometer, 1,000 meters. Do some calculation there. Just think. Okay. Pause the video. If you did, then cool. If you didn't, here it is. 500 kilometers. As if you take 500,000 meters, and since the 1 kilometer is equal to 1,000, 500,000 divided by 1,000, that's equal to 500 kilometers. Okay, so this guy constructed a road to connect the village and the main road. The first day, 3 kilometers, 460 meters. Second day, 4 kilometers, 540 meters of road. Okay, what was the total length constructed? Okay, okay, I'll give you some time to calculate, do some math. You can use a paper, you know. I'm not gonna wait for you. You have to pause the video. So I'll give you time. 3, 2, 1. Here's the answer. Boom. Okay, so 3 kilometers, 460 meters. 4 kilometers, 540 meters. Plus them together. You got 0, 0 equals 0. 6, 4, that's equal to 0. 10. And since you can't put a 10 in the 1's column, in the 10's column, you have to move it over there. Put a 1 over here. So it's 1 plus 4 plus 5, and if 1 plus 4 equals 5, 5 plus 5 equals 10, same thing, to move it over there, so 1 plus 3 plus 4, 1 plus 3 equals 8, 8 plus 4 equals 8, so it's 8 kilometers, boom, okay, so 1 feet 12 inches, okay, that's the conversion, 1 feet equals 12 inches, 1 yard equals 3 feet, 1 chain, not this chain, it's a measurement, equals 22 yards, 1 furlong, 10 chains, 1 mile, 8 furlongs, 1 league is 3 miles. Who cares about leagues anyway? So here we go. Convert 60 inches into feet. See, this arrow over here that we have, it's 60 inches long. Convert to feet. How many feet? Come on. I give you 10 minutes to answer, okay? Just kidding. No. I'm giving you 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here you go. Here's the answer. Boom. Okay, so the 60 inches equals 5 feet. Do you know why? Because if you take 60 inches and you divide it by the 12, you get 5. That means 5 feet. Wow, so easy. Okay, now here, next one. Same thing, okay? 56 furlongs into miles. This thing is 56 furlongs. How many miles, okay? Okay, so you take furlongs, miles, do the calculation. Give you 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Okay, here it is. It's 7 miles because if you take 56 divided by 8, that's equal to 7. So 7 miles. Easy. Okay. Importance of universal systems. I've just told you these two systems, but you need to know why different countries use different systems. Okay. There's this one famous example, the Swedish Vasa ship disaster. It involved the two building crews using both metric and imperial units. They forgot to convert. So when the ship left only 1 kilometer and 300 meters, a small wind which couldn't even make just make a paper fly, it caused the entire ship to go down. And remember, this ship is like the size of your house, okay? I don't know how large is your house, but let's just say a 3-story building. Okay, it's a very large ship. Okay, so of course, how would you measure something? You need a tool. Like how you need a tool to build, you need a tool to do this, you need a tool to do that. Same way, you need a tool for measuring. So, a ruler is used by most students. It's very simple. It contains both centimeters and inches, so it's perfect. I hope you have one. If you don't, then go to the nearest bookstore or go online and search up ruler and then get one. Make sure you get like an average ruler. Meter stick. It measures 1 meter or 100 centimeters. I have one at home right now, and I call it my justice stick. And basically, it's like this thing is the size of a meter, but it's divided into 100 or 200 parts. Uh, each 100 being 10 centimeters, but each 20 parts being half of 10, so 5 centimeters. Measuring tapes, these are pocket size so they can fit into your pocket. They can measure the size of your house easily, and they're just cool. You should buy one. I use them a lot. It's beautiful. Fourth, you got a measuring wheel. These things, you should not be using them. They're used in construction. Now, this is where some things get a little tense. So, calculate by radius plus number of rotations. If you don't know what a radius is, it'll be somewhere up here. There'll be an I card, okay? It'll be an I with a circle around it. And it'll lead to my video about circles. You should go back there and just check it out. What's a radius? And if you don't know what's a radius, then cool. If you got it from my video, then that's cool. If you didn't, then I'm sad. Exercise. Using a ruler. Measure the long side of your device and put in a table similar to this one over here. Okay, you got the device name, you put here. You get centimeters, size, and centimeters. Okay, I don't think you'll have a meter or a millimeter sized device, so put in centimeters. Measure this, or this, or this. Not this, not this, nor this. Okay. Which measurement would you use to measure this object? If you don't know what this object is, it's a road, okay? It's meters, kilometers, or miles, okay? Exercise, which measurement would you use for this object? By the way, this is the coronavirus, it's going around, 2020 pandemic, causing a lot of suffering. You guys should know this. How much would you use? If you don't remember, it's somewhere over there. You guys can just use your brain, remember what things there were. Give you a hint, it starts with an N, A, N, O, and then meter. Boom, it's nanometers or micrometers because it's tiny, okay? Usually coronaviruses are calculated with nanometers. They can also be calculated with micrometers. Exercise, this thing is very hard. You guys have to pause the video. Here's a 50-meter path which is connected to a 5-kilometer highway. Find the total distance in centimeters, okay? You got 50 meters connected to 5 kilometers, and you have to find the total of these two in centimeters. I know, it's so difficult. Here you go. Here's something you should see over here. See, a kilometer equals 1,000 meters and 1 meter equals 1,000 centimeters. Looking at this, thinking about the question, answer. You guys have to pause the video. I don't give a damn if you think that I don't care if you think that I will show you the answer, because that is just called laziness. You guys have to answer. Use that brain. I'm here to make your brains better, not to show you answers so quickly. You guys pause? Good. If you didn't, click off the video, man. How could you do this? Anyway, here it is. So, 50 meters plus 5 kilometers equals 500,000 kilometers. 500,000 plus 50 meters. And if you add those together, you get 50 meters. 50, 50, 20, 20. They're very similar. And then, because you have to put the answer in centimeters, you take 50, 50 and you times it by 100, which means you just take that number and you add 2 zeros at the end. You get this number. 505,000. 505,000. If you didn't get it, then you have to revise and study and think, okay? But if you did, then wow. Can you go to elementary school or high school, middle school, I don't know which school. Anyway, the end. I hope you guys loved this video. And yeah, bye.